encouragement, we are going to the book of Matthew, and it's Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. It's a very simple read. Let's read together. It says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Now, this encouragement is pretty straightforward because it's really God just trying to remind you that He is the one that wants to take all your burdens. We don't need to take the burdens on ourselves. He says, "Come to me, all you who are heavy laden and burdened, and He will give us rest." And I know this is pretty hard for us as human beings, especially, honestly, especially if you're like me, that you like to be in control of your life and you like everything to go as you planned, right? And whenever you've met a trial or some sort of obstacle, it seems as if you just need to find the solution to it. And it's not the truth. You don't. God has already found the solution, guys. He has already found the solution. We need not to worry. He says, "Come to me, all you are laden and burdened and heavy laden, and He will give you rest." Guys, we need to learn. You heard that. We need to learn to start giving God everything. We really need to start learning that. Like, whenever a trial comes, just take it and say, "Here, you take it." "Here, you take it. Here, you take it." I'm still practicing, trust me. But yeah, that's basically it. We really need to learn to give all our burdens to God, because it's in giving Him the burdens, giving Him the trials, that we actually find rest. Like, look at this. This story is still funny to me, honestly. Jesus with the disciples in the boat while the storms were assailing, and I'm like, they were so worried, they were so caught up with the fact that they're about to die. And where's Jesus? Sleeping down the bottom. And I'm like, how? Why? They need you right now. You're about to die and you're sleeping? Like, really? You think that's what you're supposed to be doing right now? And then he was just sleeping, and people were like, "Don't you see we're about to die?" And he's like, "What do you mean? We're okay. Why are you worried?" And they're like, "Why are you not worried?" And he's like, "Why are you worried?" And it just goes to show how much we need, because while Jesus was on earth, He gave His trials, He gave His burdens to God, His Father. And we need to learn to do the same, so that we can be sleeping during our trials and wake up and look at someone and be like, "Why are you worried?" It reminds me of my friend. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like, guys, we in giving our burdens to God, we will definitely have rest, as how Jesus was having rest in that storm. Honestly, if we learn to give our burdens to God, we will have that level of rest that God exercised in that boat, because He was not worried. Nothing bothered Him that He could have. Actually, they woke Him up from a very nice sleep. Like, how dare them? And we need to be exercising that level of faith in God to know that even though the storm is raging, even though it seems as if nothing will work out, just take that burden that we're feeling right now. Just say, "Here, you take it. You take it." And what will He give you in return? He'll give you rest. He'll give you peace of mind. And that is what we truly desire as human beings. I know that for sure. Like, I don't think there is one human being that doesn't want peace of mind. If there is, then I don't know why they wouldn't want that. But I think everyone wants peace of mind, and peace of mind is very addictive, actually. So that is basically what this verse means. Take our burden. Stop trying to do everything by yourself, guys. Don't stop trying to do everything by yourself, Shanique. I'm learning too, guys. It's not. Oh, yeah. Stop trying to do everything by yourself. Stop trying to find the solution by yourself. Stop trying to make everything work out the way you want it to work out, or stop trying to find your own solutions. Learn to be vulnerable with God. Wow. That just literally came to me. Learn to be vulnerable with God. And I've heard that in terms of like relationships where women should learn to be vulnerable to the guy. But honestly, it's the same. But then again, if God is the husband and the church is the bride, then still the woman should be vulnerable to the man, right? Good comparison there, right? So we as the church, we as God's bride, we need to learn to be vulnerable to God. And in being vulnerable, we're learning to trust that He can lead us. He can take care of us. We can trust Him to know that we will be okay in every facet of our lives. And in being vulnerable, we give him that trust to know that He can handle our burdens. He can handle our cares. Anything that is happening in our lives at that particular moment, we can definitely trust that it will be okay. And we can have rest to know that this husband of ours is leading us in the right direction, right? So that's basically it. Be vulnerable with God, guys. Be vulnerable with God. It's not easy, especially for someone like me where I like to do things by myself. It's kind of hard to like be giving someone that level of control in my life, but pray for me. I'm working on it. Yeah. But we ought to be vulnerable with God, give Him our burdens, give Him our cares, so that He can in return give us His rest. And in having rest, having peace of mind, having everything that will basically let us meditate on Him more, we will definitely draw closer to Him and learn more of Him and fall in love with Him even more, right? And that is the aim of our journey with God, to fall in love with Him each and every day, to grow closer to Him, so that when we see Him face to face, it will be the best experience we've ever had in our lives, right? So that's our encouragement for today, guys. Have a great day. Bye.